Hey everyone, it's TvZ from the 2 minutes on Smart, bringing you another Starcraft 2 replay on the Metalopolis map. So apparently, according to the description of this replay, it's pretty epic. So yes, hopefully we should be in for an epic game, perhaps, or something decent in either case. So in either case, yeah, we got Quillen spawning in as the Zerg at the bottom right, and Offel spawning in as the God. A gaff there, but anyway, spawning in as a Terran at the top left there. So yes, looks like they're going to be spawning in pretty close by air, and usually these sorts of spawns don't lend themselves to long games, but apparently that's what we're going to get here. So what the hell, we'll just have to see what happens. Might just speed things up a little bit while these players slowly build up their bases. Wow, the frame rate goes down like that. So yes, Offel of course looking to wall himself in, pretty usual stuff there. He's going to see the Overlord coming in as well. In fact, Quillen is certainly making no efforts to hide that Overlord. So Tech Lab's actually going to be the first thing constructed by Offel. Don't see that too often. Speaking of which, I do have a hatchery first to Quillen, along with a spawning pool coming out straight after. So looks like the first unit to be coming out from Offel is actually going to be a Reaper. Interesting. Quillen's Overlords, well, it depends on how that Reaper's sent, I suppose, but by the looks of it, I reckon this Overlord is most likely going to see it. So just have a look. Well, yeah, you might see it, I'm not entirely sure. Yes, rather a quick Reaper opening indeed, if I've ever seen one. And yeah, it looks like Offel's also going to be trying to create a bunker, sorry. Okay. Retreating one SCV, getting another one in there instead, and this one is... can he actually be targeted? Yeah, apparently he can be targeted, so he's going to want to retreat this one all the way back home. Speaking of which, does have the Reaper out as well, so maybe he's just trying to draw the drones out so that he can attack them. In any case, his bunker will not be constructed. Oh, there we go, now he's going to be taking out a couple of drones, even throwing a grenade at the spawning pool for good measure, and wow, down he goes. So managing to get one kill, but yeah, not really doing much else. There we go, getting a second kill on the Zergling, and he's building a bunker oh, that's right, that's the bunker that was there, of course. So yes, he's actually building a command center in his base as well as another barracks, so, and he's also going for stim upgrades. So yeah, it's pretty standard stuff so far, although I suppose he does actually have the bunker providing oh yeah, he does actually have the bunker providing some sights over the high ground. I'm pretty sure providing a little bit of sight. It hasn't actually completed, I suppose that's why it isn't providing much more. So yeah, Offel again trying to do a bit of harassment. He's got a second Reaper out, and yeah, finally these Zerglings have been sent to try to take out the bunker. Although that's the thing though, if they try to take the bunker, because they're melee, they'll be forced to deal with the Reapers, because yeah, this building will at least be able to spot units that are attacking it at melee. So in any case, we do have the Zergling speed upgrade finally being researched by our Zerg player Quillen, and wow, Offel is certainly doing a bit of damage against Quillen there. There we go, Zergling's finally coming in, be able to get a couple of hits, and wow, Offel managing to cancel that building just in the nick of time as well. He's going to be retreating with his Reapers at the same time. So what does Quillen have to reply to this? He does have a Roach Horn coming out. Also got one extractor there, one extractor there, okay, and looks like they also pause the game as well at some point. So Offel not quite offering up his Reapers to get killed off by those Zerglings just yet, and speaking of which, Tech Lab is still being still researching that Stimpack upgrade. Do we have a few roaches on the way? Oh, and a third base as well actually, so Quillen going to be expanding relatively early on. And well, why not, I suppose. It's not like as if Offel's going to be attacking too much, at least when it comes to attacking the third base itself, but does leave another base that could be vulnerable to attack though, but most likely not in this case. Speaking of which, it looks like Offel's going to continue walling in with the supply depots. Got Zergling coming in for cool, and I don't think it actually went onto the Zornaga watchtower, and we've also got the second command center for Offel coming down as well. So there you go. So those are mostly just barracks out. He's not even going with a factory yet. He's got the Stimpack finally done, yep, and he's going straight for combat shields. Just got reactors on these other buildings, and yeah, finally building a factory, so there you go. So yes, interesting. And he's even building, okay, wow, an engineering bay. Let's see, 1000 compared to 850, not really the most ideal use of it. And there we go, we do have a couple of Zerglings on the Zornaga watchtower. I probably want to just send the second one here just for the hell of it. well, just so they can spot approaches from here, because you never know when Terran player might try something a bit tricky. In either case, we haven't actually seen any airplay or anything like that. For Offal, he's mostly just gone for ground units, although they might change actually after he's got the factory out. There we go, he's actually going to be building a tech lab for that factory. Not going for a starport just yet, but I guess he's just going to be going for a bit of a move out of his infantry and getting the level 1 upgrade as well. Also got the lair being upgraded. Okay, Courland's main base, and okay, the Zergling's getting out just in the nick of time as well, so pretty good response time by Courland there. What has he got happening? Okay, he's just sending a couple of drones just to scout forces of Offal, and yeah, Offal's also going to get a siege tank as well as siege tech as well, so yeah, it looks like it's going to be pretty standard biomech play. We have a couple of Reapers thrown in to try to, I don't know, do a bit of damage. Wow, I'm actually surprised that they managed to last this long. Well, speaking of which, we even got Banelings being morphed in as well. 12 Banelings all at once for Courland, so if Offal's not careful, he could get all of his units killed off, and yeah, it looks like that's actually what's happening. So yeah, Offal's forces are all going to get lost, units lost tab. The Zerg player's actually lost more, but he does have that third base, while on the other hand Offal does not. So yes, bits of relatively even trading, I suppose, given the fact that the Zerg player does have more resources. Speaking of which, Offal is going to be building his third command center of the game. Also his second new command center if you want to go to those links. But anyway, over semantics. But yeah, he's going to be building another command center in the case. Maybe looking to expand around here. Or who knows, might be audacious to expand here. But I doubt it though, given the fact that Courland has finally got map control. He'd want to probably send a few drones here, perhaps, but in any case, yeah, it looks like he's just going for general upgrades as well as centrifugal hooks for the Banelings, and yeah, there we go, he is starting to drone very heavily now with another 9 drones on the way, along with a spire being built as well, so it looks like he's going to take advantage of these close air spawn points, and really, why not? I mean, Mutalisks are a pretty nice unit to have in general, and especially when you have pretty close spawns like this as well. So yes, as for what Offal's cooking, he does have the starport finally on the way, as well as level 1 armor upgrade for the Terran infantry. He's also got the armory being built as well. But just check their income. So it's currently favouring, well, it's relatively even, I suppose. They've both got equal numbers of harvesters. The problem is, of course, that Offal can afford to put down a couple of mules and all that, which will put him ahead. Just scouting out this expansion, I think, just to make sure that yeah, the command center can drop off there. And I wonder if he's actually going to morph it into a planetary fortress. I mean, certainly he would know that there's quite a few Zerglings, Banelings, and roaches in the ground for Courland, and yeah, that means any third base is probably going to be vulnerable, but what the hell, see what happens. Also got pretty nicely positioned siege tanks, one here behind this wall, another one here behind the wall, and one here as well, sort of, I suppose, sort of narrowing the choke point that units can come through. Speaking of which, we do have Zergling attacked by Courland, almost having a bit of a sixth sense about when he thought that command center was going to come, and lo and behold, he managed to delay Offal's expansion, or unless Offal decides to drop anyway, which I don't think he's going to. Here we go, we've got more Marines coming in. They should be able to take him out with stim. Wow, those Zerglings are pretty quick and just, yeah, retreating the hell out of this, so yeah, it's a nice little play by Courland indeed in delaying that expansion, and of course is going to want to stay one expansion ahead of his Terran opponent at the very least, building a 4th expansion and creating Mutalisks at the same time as well, also going for level 1 air upgrade. So yes, looks like both players are certainly staying on top of things. This is going to be upgraded to a planetary fortress, and speaking of which, we have the Mutalisks coming in, taking out one add-on, I believe that was a tech lab, but they're being forced to retreat once these Marines, looks like only a few of them stemmed, but anyway, yeah, once these Marines come in, so they might try to maybe attack somewhere else, although we do have the command center finally morphed into a planetary fortress, as well as a few Marines already here, so they'll take out a few Mutalisks, although they will be able to clean up a few Marines here, and every Marine counts, certainly, even cleaning out that guy that was spawning around there for some reason. Do we have any missile turrets? We do have one, and a second one to be built. That's about it really for Offal, and yeah, speaking of which, do we have level 2 ground and attack upgrades, or melee upgrades should I say, for Courland. He's also got level, oh, there's still level 1 flying upgrades. He's also got the infestation pit, 4th hatchery about to finish. Offal's going to want to expand at some point, perhaps. He does have a few resources saved up. So opponent does have more, and he's got a sizable flock of Mutilisks as well coming in once again. But we do have a couple of missile turrets completed for Offal, able to take down a couple of Mutilisks, actually managing to dissuade the rest of them from attacking. Wow, I think that was a bit conservative on behalf of Coolan, but maybe he was afraid of stimmed Marines also coming in. We do actually have a few stim Marines coming in as well. So yeah, Coolan actually just sending in his Mutilisks just to the bottom of the map, and at the very least he does have the 4th base up and running, and he can in fact afford pretty easily just to expand here. He's starting to actually get quite a few resources saved up, not something you really want to do, especially in this game. You don't want to float resources so much. But then again, yeah, the only time we really want to float them is if you've got 200 supply worth of units. Then in that case you can just use them to create new units afterwards. But yeah, he does have quite a few resources saved up. Also got the pathogen glands coming up, as well as some more spine crawlers, also morphing his lair into a hive. Those Marines haven't stood a chance, but at the same time they're going to spot the encroaching Zerglings and the incoming Mutilisks as well. I actually do have a bit of a push by Offal as well. Looks like he's pretty much completely abandoning his post here. Does have a... what does he have? A medevac full of Marines. Space Marines. So it looks like he's going to unload them, and wow. This is what they did there actually. He did, I think he managed to take out at least one Mutalisk, but yeah, those Mutilisks cleaning up a drop very quickly. I don't know if actually they were spotted beforehand by something else, but in case, yeah, they got cleaned up. Offal sending a couple of Space Marines up here just to scout, but yeah, his main push of course is going to be this southern approach. He's going to want to watch out for the Banelings. They've got rolling in, doing quite a bit of damage, but Offal managing to pick up a few Marines to save them, but yeah, there's Banelings just doing crap loads of damage, more Banelings being morphed in. Finally got the tanks sieging up as they should, and speaking of which, we even got Offal loading in a couple of infantry just to unload them on the high ground, I guess, just to try to harass Coolan's overlords a bit. Is continuing to stream in more units, even producing 4 up to level 2 vehicle weapons upgrades. We'll just check the Zerg player's upgrades. So he's got level 1 air attack, and he's going to be doing a bit of damage. Maybe might be able to snipe off some of these reinforcing Marines. Yep, he's actually managing to get quite a few. So yes, Offal getting a bit caught out of position there, losing quite a few reinforcing Marines. This might be actually leave the rest of his tanks stranded there, and yeah, Coolan is starting to get depleted on Mutilisks so far. And yeah, they've also got missile turrets all throughout Offal's base, although he doesn't have some them on the left side though. So Coolan losing quite a few Mutilisks, and yeah, reinforcing Marines finally being able to continue coming in. We've actually got a small group coming in, well, through the northern parts. Interesting. And yeah, speaking of which, also do have Coolan trying to take out a few stray units here and there as well. So, ouch. And wow, you've got crap loads of Banelings, Zerglings, and Infestors coming in. A couple of Marines surviving, and wow, actually doing pretty good damage. They're not. These Zerglings didn't actually path up there until I think manually ordered to by Coolan. So rather bizarre to say the least. Just check their upgrades again. So we got 1 armor, 2 weapons for Offal, as well as 2 for vehicles. We got 2 ground carapace and no ranged upgrades. We do have 2 upgrades for the Banelings. So speaking of which, we have a massive attack by Zerg player. He's going to be basically destroying all this Terran Space Marines, even bringing in a couple of infested Terrans to try to help take out these tanks a bit. Suffered a few Mutilisks hits and all that, but overall he should be alright. For some reason he is actually retreating his infested Terrans, which is, there's not really much point to doing that because they're going to die anyway, so you might as well just throw them at the enemy at the very least. But what the hell. So yeah, we've still got a couple of medevacs here and there with no units though, so I don't know if maybe they're just trying to bait the Zerg player to get up there. Zerg drone will most likely see one of the medevacs, but Coolan's probably going to realise that they're empty anyway, so maybe might just send a couple of Mutilisks to take them out, and lo and behold, he's going to do just that. So yes, Offal's going to want to do a bit more than what he's just done with his current attacks. He does have pretty good upgrades and all that, but the problem is though, he just lets his Marines get destroyed, utterly destroyed by those Banelings, and you really need to micro them properly. Make sure that you properly target the Banelings with the siege tanks and all that, so you can take them out as quickly as possible. I've also got a couple of transferring SCVs as well, a couple of mules being dropped in. Yeah, this other command center is going to be morphed into a planetary fortress as well, which is pretty wise really given the circumstances. So there goes one medevac, the second one is still alive though. Got a massive force of Zerglings and Banelings coming out just to take out these Marines, and I don't think those Marines really did much, so Yeah, it's not doing too much indeed. Got 74 to 74 harvest. It's pretty even, but of course it's going to favour the Terran player because he's going to have the mule advantage. So yeah, it's actually been a relatively even game so far. Terran player's been spending like crazy while the Zerg player actually a bit under supply, saving up some resources really when he shouldn't be, in my opinion. Wow, bit of noise actually by those mining SCVs and mules, but anyway. Also finally got this Medivac finally coming back. Got another small force of Marines. I don't know why exactly Awful keeps sending them like that. I mean, if he wants to send him some scouting Marines, maybe he could just send in 1 or 2, but sending in anything more than that, really, just for scouting purposes, is a bit of a waste, given that they get taken out pretty quickly. So got to attack through the northern approach for Awful, and yeah, it looks like Kulin is going to be attacking with how many Zerglings? A couple. I suppose I'll be able to take out a few Marines. Actually, might be able to get a couple of tanks. Wow, that's not too bad actually. Zerglings certainly being pretty cost effective. All of these units pretty much just moving, just ignoring the Zerglings. That will speak of which, do have a bit of a drop by Awful on the top right, taking out Kulen's expansion. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that basically means there'll be even in expansions, which is certainly not good for the Zerg player, given the fact that his Terran counterpart has basically been at least keeping relatively even when it comes to economy and all that. In fact, surpassing him sometimes when it comes to economy. Kulen does actually have a couple of Broodlords out. Are they? Yeah, they're armoured biological mass, of course. So yeah, they should be able to drive back these forces, and wow, these Banelings just detonating against the 4 and the tank. They're managing to take out 1 tank and just weakening the 4s, but really not doing that much. These 4s actually doing pretty good damage. Do they do... No, they don't do additional damage versus armoured though. Well, in any case, managing to take out a few infestors as well. Probably want to get a few SCVs on them, perhaps just a couple. I mean, really, because they're pretty expensive units. There's 2 of them nearly at 0 health, so might as well do what he can. In any case, he's actually going to get level 3 upgrades for vehicle weapons, and as for infantry, he's going to get nothing. So, okay, so it does have 2 armor and 3 Gauss rifle. As for these Broodlords, got 2. So air attack, 1 armor, and yeah, speaking of which, we've also got another drop by Awful on Kulen's base. Wow, there's absolutely nothing here to actually defend against that. That's rather surprising. We've actually got multiple drops by Awful on the main base, taking out the hive. I'm pretty sure that's where the hive was upgraded, yeah, I'm pretty sure. As well as taking out the base around there. So wow, it's actually done quite a bit of damage. So it shows you the power of drops there, and yeah, Kulen not really being able to do too much, finally taking him out with Broodlings, and well, Kulen's still, not Kulen, but Awful still sending a few troops over. He might actually be able to snipe the infestation pit. Yeah, it looks like he's just going to go directly for the infestation pit. And bam, down it goes, a couple of Broodlings spawning out as well, pretty good micro by Awful, and yeah, just forcing the rest of the drones. Even the Queen is going to be retreating as well. Wow, so Kulen just taking quite a bit of damage, and yeah, both players actually saving up quite a bit of resources. Although it looks like Awful's got quite a bit more gas saved up compared to Kulen's gas, but don't know if that's really going to make that much difference now. Oh, speaking of which, to have a counter-attack by Broodlords at the same time, doing a bit of damage to missile turrets, and yeah, finally... sorry, damaging Awful's base a bit. Broodlings doing quite a bit of damage. How much damage does they actually have? Oh, free upgraded Broodlings. They're certainly going to do a bit of damage before they expire, and yeah, as you can see those max buildings getting killed off pretty quickly. Kulen going for a very audacious move of expanding at the same time, and really you might as well, really, given how far behind he is, might want to get some creep around there, or at least to uproot that spine crawler, but what the hell. So yeah, Awful's base just getting hammered. He's got a couple of Vikings being produced. How many does he have? He's only got 2, of course, so they're going to pretty much fall to these corruptors. They call them out, want to reinforce them at some point as well, perhaps. And yeah, Kulen finally bringing in the full force of his Broodlords to bear. Don't really know what Awful can do about this. He does actually have a couple of 4s and all that, but he does have to make sure to actually properly target them, so that he can directly attack the Broodlords themselves. But we do also have a couple of corruptors coming as well, I think, just to absorb some damage. Also got infestors, which they're not really using many of their spells or anything like that. If I can just drop a few infested Terrans, a couple of fungal growths, that help immensely. Speaking of which, to have Awful actually uprooting his base. I'm not entirely sure where exactly he's going to send these structures, but yeah, he's getting them completely out of the way there. They're going to get shot to pieces by the corruptors, of course, and infestors. If there was a good time to deploy infested Terrans, I'd say now would probably be the time to do so, but I guess it's not going to do that. Yeah, looks like Offal's still dropping a bit around Cullen's base. He's spotted this hatchery, should be able to take it out relatively easy. He wants to move these Marines as well to try to take it out as well, but at the same time, the Offal's base is being hammered by these Broodlords. I feel that maybe if he had actually swung all of his Marines over to his main base, he might actually be able to stop these Broodlords, given that they are a bit weakened and all that, but at the same time that they are being supported by Infestors. Some of them actually having full energy even, so you might as well really get these ones to spawn Infested Terrans, or at least that's what I'll be doing if I was Cullen. Which does actually finally spawn in some Infested Terrans, going to be able to take out a few of these structures here. We do have the Planetary Fortress shelling the crap out of these Broodlings, but really these Broodlings is free, while the Planetary Fortress is not, so it's not really going to have to do too much. Do we actually have a couple of Vikings, only 3, so these will be the only 3, only 2 now. But we do have 4 more being produced. Those Infestors doing actually quite a bit of damage, and yeah, they'll keep spawning in those Infested Terrans just to try to attack those Vikings, and really, it might as well, really, given the circumstances. Looks like there's no... Oh, actually, there is a little bit of activity in Cullen's base. He's going to want to maybe get some more hatcheries and all that up to, so it can at least save his tech structures, but I guess he's too busy focusing on... well, actually, he's rebuilding infestation bit in 1 hatchery, Zerglings and all that. I guess he's just focusing mostly on this battle, though he's going to want to get more forces in eventually, as his guys are slowly being depleted. Although really, these Broodlords and Infestors are actually causing quite a bit of damage. Infestors being almost out of energy now, spawning in a few more Infested Terrans, maybe just to try to take out these buildings perhaps. There we go. Spawning in, got a bit of a frame rate drop for no particular reason. I think you've got Vikings and all that coming down as well. So yeah, it's at the moment Cullen has pretty much got this one in the bag, but it's still too early to tell though. It does look like Offal's offensive has stopped for the time being. He does actually have mules mining the rich mineral fields of that gold expansion. Don't know if really that's going to make too much of a difference. Let's just have a look at what we have on the ground for everyone. They've got 11 Marines, a couple of Vikings out for Offal, but yeah, he's going to want a hell of a lot more than that. In fact, he might as well just send in these Terran Marines to try to take out these Broodlords, you know, just go straight for them, even if they do get attacked by these Zerglings. Because yeah, as you can see, just keeping them behind to take out these Broodlings is not really going to help them that much, because eventually they'll just get worn down, because those Broodlings are free, of course. So yeah, a bit of micro mismanagement by Offal there, but apart from that, not doing such a bad job, at least delaying the Zerg push, but Cullen does still have a sizable amount of Infestors. Don't know if actually if many of even got killed off, but finally his Broodlord numbers are getting depleted, and there we go, Cullen spawning in a couple more Infested Terrans. I don't know if they'll be able to do too much damage, but I suppose if he sends them forward, he might be able to take out a few in SCVs, although they actually set to auto repair, so let's take a few guys, and yeah, Broodlord's still remaining, but Offal's base has been mining for a bit in either case, so he's not out of the game, he actually has more resources saved up. Cullen though, he's going to want to get in more units. I mean, he's got crap loads of spare supply. He really needs to get in reinforcements, especially reinforcing Broodlords and all that. All he really has on the field now are just a couple of Zerglings and Infestors. He's either going to want to retreat and regroup, or just he will want to spawn in more units and all that to try to keep up the attack. But there we go, finally Cullen's attack is stopped, at least for the time being. We'll just check out both players' incomes. I've actually got... Wow, only 8 Harvesters? Wow, those drops by Offal must have really done quite a bit of damage. Cullen is really going to want to rebuild his Harvesters there. Wow, I didn't actually know he lost that many. So, even though Offal did lose quite a bit of his production capability, losing quite a few of his main buildings and all that, he's apparently managed to save most of his workers, and I suppose he did manage to save a few of his production buildings being rebuilt in different places. Wow. Well, there you go, even rebuilding the armory, and he's even getting a weapon refit, so he's actually going to have battle cruisers coming out. Battle cruisers. But yeah, speaking of which, his main base is going to get attacked by Zerglings here. I'll just bring up the units lost. That's not it. Workers killed. So 61 by the Terran player, 53 by the Zerg player, so relatively even for this late in the game. Also do have Cullen once again trying to expand to the gold expansion. I don't even know what Offal's doing with... Oh my god, he's going to expand there. That's... I don't know what the hell to make of that. That doesn't make any sense. Why would he want to expand all the way here? I mean, we've got Infestors, Zerglings and all that coming here. This is already an orbital command. It can't be morphed into anything else. Also, this medevac has got no infantry and is going to die rather horribly, but oh well. So, wow, very audacious move indeed by Offal. He's going to have to rely on Cullen basically not scouting this area for an expansion or anything like that. at any point. Speaking of which, we have a Behemoth reactor and 4 battle cruisers on the way. Wow. First time I think I've seen this in a 1 versus 1 game of Starcraft. Wow. So he's got 5 battle cruisers now. He's going for turn ship level 1 upgrade for his weapons. Doesn't have any armor upgrades just yet. But yeah, getting the Behemoth upgrade as well. Although getting a bit late though. He should have really tried to time it a bit better so that his initial battle cruisers here would actually get better starting energy. But I suppose these ones here that are getting built gets better starting energy. And here we go. We got Infested Terrans finally targeting the orbital command here. Office orbital command going to go down. Just check it income once again. And yeah, the Zerg player is slowly starting to catch up. He does still have less resources, and he's got less resources banked than his Terran counterpart. But he does have a few Zerglings attacking the base of Offal. Not really too much remaining, just a couple of supply depots, a missile turret for good measure. And not really much remaining at his natural either, so only a little bit in his refinery. We still got these Marines here. I wonder if they were actually the ones that were there before, or if there's new ones coming in. Yeah, in either case, it should be interesting to see them go for a mass battlecruiser strategy. He probably wants to get 2 armories in that case, because he does have quite a few resources stockpiled. So if he can get a second armory to research the ship armor upgrade at the same time, be able to do quite a bit of damage. But I suppose he's just going to be content with just doing it 1 at a time. How many battlecruisers does he actually have? He's got 7 battlecruisers. He's got more battlecruisers than he does Vikings. He also does have quite a few supporting Marines though. And each battlecruiser's also got the Yamato cannon as well, though of course it needs to wait until it gets enough energy to fire. The Zerglings are finally going to be dispatching one of the armories. And okay, I guess there must be another armory around here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Okay, so that must have been the armory that was researching that ship level upgrade. So yeah, it looks like Offal's remaining base buildings are going to get destroyed. And yeah, he's only got a couple of minerals left here. And there we go, Colin finally expanding here once again. His gold is also up as well. And yeah, got Colin finally attacking with just about everything he has. Or is he going to go to the left? No, he's just going to go straight for the jugular of Offal's base. Speaking of which, Offal does actually have a planetary fortress. I'm surprised that Kulin has actually stopped going with Broodlords. I mean, he does have masses of infestors and he can just keep casting fungal growth. In fact, he managed to dispatch a massive amount of Marines there, and yeah, there we go. We actually got the Yamato cannons being used against infestors. Now that's something I don't see too often. So infestors though, if they actually had the neural parasite ability, that would actually be very effective. They'll be able to mind control these battle cruisers, but yeah, they're not actually going to do that, so they're going to just plop down quite a few of these infested Terrans. Actually going to do massive amounts of damage to these battle cruisers, but it doesn't look like as if Kulin was specifically targeting these battle cruisers, so I think he only managed to dispatch a few, and in my opinion probably could have gone for a few more, would have been able to dispatch a few more if he actually targeted them properly. And looks like Offal's still got quite a few, I don't have that laser noise, but anyway, Offal does still have quite a few resources saved up. He's continuing to produce battle cruisers. And what do we have from Kulin? He doesn't have, well, he does have crap loads of infestors coming out, but he doesn't actually have a neural parasite, which has certainly come in handy for mind controlling these battle cruisers, especially given the masses of infestors that he had before. But now I suppose he's not going to do that. Instead his base is going to get taken out. Broodlings, I think they're trying to dodge those laser shots, but there you go. I think they're called lasers. Yeah, laser batteries, although they travel pretty slowly for laser batteries. In fact, those are about the slowest laser batteries I've ever seen. The only thing that's slower than that would probably be the oh, very nice use actually of the Yamato cannon there. But anyway, I think slower than that would probably be the lasers in Star Trek, or not Star Trek, Star Wars. Although I think they call them blasters or some crap like that. But anyway, we do have Kulin's base here once again being disrupted. So his base around the middle. These gold minerals, and yeah, I mean, he's still got quite a few minerals to mine there. Offal's going to be retreating. He could actually afford to maybe lift this orbital command, or maybe just build an entirely new one at these gold minerals, so he could take advantage of those resources. But instead he's going to be leaving his Marines behind. He's actually got a Raven coming in as well as more battle cruisers. He's only got 9 Marines and 4 Vikings on the field. We don't have any anti-air units except for these infestors coming out for Kulin, which aren't too bad, but problem is I suppose if they can get a fungal growth on the battle cruisers, then they should be alright. But by the time they do that, the battle cruisers can Yamato cannon the hell out of them. But if they can get a good fungal growths on them and then spawn in infested Terrans, they might have a good chance of taking them out. Otherwise, infested Terrans are too slow to actually follow even the ridiculously slow battle cruisers around. Which, speaking of which, what do they have? They got level 2 upgrades, going to have level 3 weapon upgrades. No armor upgrades yet for Offal, which is rather surprising actually. I think you'd want to go for that as well, given that he's going for a battle cruiser heavy strategy. But what the hell? I normally wouldn't even see them this later on. Speaking of which, do have Offal sneaking in a few Marines there. Didn't quite see where they came from. He's going to be damaging and destroying. That's Evolution Chamber. Only got a couple of extractors behind, and he's actually sending in a force of Marines here as well. So I don't know what is with him sending in these Marines here. The only thing I can think of is that he's trying to sneak them around, which one would think should be next to impossible, all these creep tumors. But anyway, so which here comes the battle cruisers once again. Maybe you want to. Then again, I suppose nope. He's just going to be going straight for the jugular. He's going to be using as many Yamato cannons. There we go. Finally got. He does have Yamato cannons being used on these infestors, doing quite a bit of damage. But these infested Terrans have spawned as well. I think Offal's going to want to actually retreat them. Although, yeah, it does have some good fungal growths being used by Kulin, and wow, Offal's battlecruiser fleet is pretty much going to get dispatched here, so it's certainly not over yet for either player. So wow, crap loads of battlecruisers being dispatched. Those Terrans staying behind here, but hold the phone. We do still have 10 battlecruisers out. We even got some of them using infested, not infested, but using Yamato cannons. And there we go, another nice little fungal growth by Kulin. They're going to be spawning in some more infested Terrans. A couple of them getting roasted there by the battlecruisers. I think the Offal was going to want to retreat them, but nope, he's actually going to stay in the attack still, even a Queen getting in on the action. But yeah, I think he's going to want to retreat for the time being, maybe to try to repair these battlecruisers. Almost has level 3 upgrade for his weapons as well. So wow, but actually happening there indeed. As for Kulin, his main reaction seems to be just to spawn more and more infestors, which seems to be getting the job done so far. If we have a look at units lost though, it's actually favouring the Zerg player. What do you know? So Terran player is actually losing more resources, and the income is relatively even for both players as well. Although we do have crap loads of battlecruisers still coming out for Offal. I think he's going to get a bit more limited now though, because yeah, his resources that he had stockpiled before are certainly starting to run out. He wants to use that orbital command at some point. In fact, he'll want to expand at some point as well. There we go. He's finally sending off an orbital command full of energy as well to this mineral field. So we're sending a couple of Marines just to spot on either end. And how many cruisers? Wait, it's got 13 battle cruisers, 4 Vikings and 1 Raven, which I didn't quite see. I don't think I actually saw it doing anything. Kulin on the other hand is expanding here, and he has actually had this gold expansion this entire time. In fact, I'm surprised it hasn't even been mined out yet. So surprising to be mentioned to poke away those Marines. I don't know really what the point of sending them was, but what the hell. More spore crawlers being created as well, but the thing is with these spore crawlers is that you can use Yamato cannon on them. You get the battle cruisers around here, for example, use Yamato cannon on them from across this divide, and really there's not much they can do about it. Marines getting fungal to death there, almost dying simultaneously. And there we go, finally got level 3 upgrades for these battle cruisers, going to be pretty effective as well. What's their weapon speed? Actually reload pretty damn quickly, god damn. So yeah, those weapon upgrades are really going to make quite a bit of difference. Finally going for the armor upgrades, going to want to get his SCVs to work as well. Finally has this expansion up and running, and yeah, he's actually just attacking these spore crawlers directly. I don't think I really agree with that, and in fact he's continuing to attack even though crap loads of infested Terrans are being spawned in. Infested just continuing to spawn in more Terrans, and yeah, just getting Yamato to death as well. Infested Terrans actually doing quite a bit of damage to these battle cruisers, but doing a bit less damage perhaps than they could have. Oh, here we go, we finally got Offal deploying a point defense drone. Actually, I don't you know where his Raven was, but anyway, there's GG by Kulin leaving the game as well, so there you go. Quite the back and forth game indeed, but yeah, it looks like Offal's battle cruisers eventually won him the day. Well, that's, and also the fact that Kulin didn't seem to want to use more than much more than infestors. In my opinion, he should have gone for corruptors as well, as they get that damage bonus against massive units, which, yep, battle cruisers count as massive, so get corruptors against them. I'm pretty sure they should be able to cost effectively take them out, even if they do get a few of them do get Yamato cannon, or will get shot by the Yamato cannon. But anyway, there we go. Quite the
epic game indeed, to say the least. So hopefully be able to upload this as well. I have quite a few videos to upload along with this one actually, so there you go, enjoy. So until that happens, this has been Damien TvZ signing off.